Auto repair shops, here's a hard truth. Most of you are handing the IRS thousands of dollars you didn't have to. Want to stop overpaying? I'll show you how in the next few minutes. Every year, auto repair shops miss out on major tax deductions just because they don't know they exist or don't track them properly. And that's not your fault. You're an expert at fixing cars, not tax codes. But today, I'm going to make sure you don't overpay the IRS ever again. In this video, I'm breaking down the biggest tax deductions that auto repair shops miss. And trust me, some of these could save you thousands. Let's get into it. You know that brand new lift you just installed? The air compressor you bought last year? Normally, when you buy big ticket equipment, the IRS makes you spread out the deduction over several years. This is called depreciation. So if you spent $30,000 on a new lift, you might only get to deduct $3,000 per year for 10 years. But with Section 179, you can write off the full cost immediately in the year you buy it. That means instead of waiting a decade to get the full tax benefit, you get it all at once, right when your shop needs it the most. And here's a bonus. This applies to both new and used equipment. So if you bought a pre-owned lift or scanner, you can still take the deduction. How often are you buying gloves, rags, brake cleaner, lubricants, welding supplies? Probably all the time, right? Here's the thing. These are 100% deductible, but only if you track them. Why? Because the IRS doesn't assume you're buying supplies unless you have records to prove it. If you're just swiping your card without keeping receipts or categorizing the expenses, they'll likely get overlooked at tax time. Let's say you're spending $1,000 a month on shop supplies. That's $12,000 a year, which means if you're in a 30% tax bracket, that's $3,600 in tax savings for literally just keeping track of what you're already spending. The easiest way to do this? Use accounting software or even a simple spreadsheet to log purchases. Save your receipts and make sure they're categorized as shop supplies, not just lumped in with general expenses. That way, when tax time comes, you can claim every dollar you're entitled to. You want your mechanics to be ASE certified, right? Maybe something to a manufacturer training course or a new emissions testing program. All of that, it's deductible. That includes the cost of the certification, travel expenses, hotels, and even meals if it's a work-related trip. And here's something most shops don't know. If you're paying for a future employee's training, that's still deductible. So if you're covering the cost of an apprentice mechanic certification program, you can write it off. That shop management software you use every day, whether it's ShopMonkey, Mitchell 1, or TechMetric, it's 100% deductible. Same with industry databases like AllData or Identifix. Bottom line, if it helps you run your shop, it's a deduction. Auto repair shops have way more risk than most businesses. That's why you need things like garage keepers insurance, liability coverage, and tool protection. And guess what? Every bit of it is deductible. Even specialized policies like coverage for lost tools or environmental cleanup can reduce your tax bill. If your shop has a tow truck, mobile repair van, or loaner car, you can write off fuel, maintenance, repairs, insurance, and depreciation. And if you buy a new work vehicle, you may qualify for Section 179 deduction, just like with your shop equipment. Alright, so those were some industry-specific deductions for auto shops, but there are also more general business deductions that repair shops still forget, like marketing and ads. Google ads, Facebook promotions, shop signage, stuff like that. Also business loan interest. If you're paying interest on shop expansion or new lifts, that's deductible. Then there's security and safety costs. Cameras, alarm systems, fire suppression, and also energy-efficient upgrades. If you installed LED shop lights or new HVAC, or even solar panels, you might qualify for tax credits. The bottom line is this: if you're not taking every deduction you qualify for, you're giving money away. And if you don't have an accountant who knows auto repair, you could be overpaying the IRS every single year. CSI Accounting and Payroll has been working with auto repair shops for over 50 years. In fact, our business started out exclusively working with auto shops, so you could even say we specialize in them. Before you go, we've got a free downloadable auto repair pricing matrix that's been really popular with a lot of shop owners. You can check it out by clicking the link in the description and the pinned comment. Subscribe for more small business tips and let us know in the comments, what's the biggest tax break you didn't know about?